Being a webcam model is a career that many people find easy and enjoyable. Typically, women make more money than men at this career. But if you can find your niche, you can make money either way. Start by picking a site and setting up your profile. Then, as your webcam goes live, engage your potential customers as they visit your room. To drive more traffic to your video, do things like offer contests and work with other models to create a unique experience for your customers. So, we are going to watch about the how to make money as a webcam model.
Method 1. Getting started.
First is find a site that hosts streaming webcam videos. Many sites host videos, but keep in mind that all of them take a percentage of what you make. Therefore, it's a good idea to shop around and find the best deal overall. Don't be fooled by the phrase, make up to X amount, as that just tells you what the top earners are making. Instead, look at what percentage they take from your overall tips. It's also smart to look at reviews of each site. You may find that some sites are considered better because they offer better traffic or less restrictive rules. Sites can take anywhere from 20% to 70% of the profits.
Step 2. Review the token or tipping system.
Before deciding on a site, take a look at how its tipping system works. Many sites work on a token system, where customers buy tokens and then spend them on live webcam videos like yours. However, typically these systems aren't one-to-one with any currency, meaning one token doesn't equal $1 United States dollar or whatever currency you're using. It's a good idea to figure out the tipping system so you know what you're making when the tokens roll in. Step 3. Set up your home studio with a webcam and lighting. You can start out with just your computer or phone's camera and basic home lighting. However, the better quality you have, the more likely you are to draw customers. Think about your background and what you want your customers to see when you go live. For instance, if you want to set a romantic mood, try softly lighting up your face and then having candles in the background. Step 4. Pick a unique screen name to distinguish yourself from other models. A screen name can help set your brand. For instance, choose a fun and cutesy nickname if that's how you plan to act on camera. If you're more into music or art, you may want to focus on that. In the end, though, the most important thing is it must be unique. You may not want to use your real first name when setting up a screen name. While webcamming is generally safe, using any real information can give bad guys tips on how to find you offline, and things like blackmailing and doxing can happen if you're not careful. Step 5. Block out countries or states if your website allows it. If you're going to be on the internet, you must come to terms with the fact that people you know may see you. However, to make it easier on you, some sites allow you to block access from certain countries, so you're less likely to be seen by someone you know. That way, you can block access to the state you live in or the country. Step 6. Add descriptions to your profile to help with search results. Many customers are looking for particular things. You can use physical descriptions, such as curvy, thick, and/or busty. You can also add words that describe what you'd like to do on your channel, such as flirting, playing music, and/or eating. Try to come up with a brand and stick with it. For instance, maybe you want to focus on playing artsy music most of the time with a little bit of sexual fantasy on the side. Focus on words that would draw users to your channel, such as guitar, acoustic, or playing naked. Finally, set up a wishlist on a website like Amazon. While tips are the main way you'll make money, you can also be rewarded in other ways, such as when customers buy items off your wishlist and send them to you. You can put anything you want on your wishlist, set it to public, and then post it on your profile. Make sure to keep your address private when creating the list. Also, it's a good idea to set up a PO box to help keep your own address anonymous.
Method 2. Interacting with your customers.
First is decide what you're willing to do before you go live. You need to have boundaries, as customers will ask you to do all kinds of things. You can say no to whatever you want, but you should decide ahead of time what you feel okay doing and what you don't feel okay doing. For instance, You may be willing to do partial nudity but not full nudity. You may be willing to perform certain sexual acts but not others. Or you may decide you don't want to do any kind of sexual act at all. There's a niche out there for every kind of channel. But in general, you tend to get more money if you are willing to do more. Step 2. Stay on for at least 2 to 3 hours each time you get on. If you just log on for an hour and go offline, you're less likely to draw people in. Traffic can increase at odd times, so you should commit to several hours in hopes of hitting the site when traffic is higher. After working a while, you will likely be able to gauge better when traffic is going to be higher.
Step 3. Focus on your personality to draw people in.
Looks are far less important than your personality. No matter what you look like, someone out there will find you attractive. However, most successful webcammers gain followers by being themselves and engaging customers in conversations. You can have a hook, like putting on makeup, reading books, or even eating, but you can also just sit and chat with people. Think of the people on the other end as your friends and just chat to the camera like you're chatting to them. Use your customers' responses to keep the conversation going. When they respond to what you're saying by text, read it out loud and respond on camera. Step 4. Watch your customers' requests to increase your chances of tips. While you're online, your customers may make requests of you. Some of these may be sexual, though not all of them will be. For instance, some people may want you to do something as simple as sing a song. Depending on the website, customers may pay more to go to a private chat. You still have control over what you do, though.
Step 5. Develop relationships with your customers.
You don't have to, or probably even want to, for safety's sake, give out your number or home address. However, you will likely develop regular customers who visit often. While webcamming is sexual, it's also just about hanging out with a group of people for several hours. Talk to them and respond to their questions as much as you're able. Finally, try not to get discouraged when you don't make as many tips. It takes time to build up followers, and you're going to have days when you don't make anything at all. However, if you're consistently having those days, you may want to rethink how you're running your channel.
Method 3. Increasing your traffic. First is have fun while you're on camera.
Try not to look like you're bored out of your mind. That turns customers off. On the other hand, trying too hard can be just as much of a turn-off. Generally, customers are looking for real people just being themselves, so just enjoy yourself and have fun. If you're not a bouncy, flirty person, that's fine. However, you should show some enthusiasm for what you're doing. Step 2. Treat your customers with kindness, as if you're talking to a friend. That is, the people who get on these sites tend to either be dedicated to their work or unhappily married. The common factor is they're lonely. So try things like asking how their day is going or what was good about work. Most of the time, they just want to feel like they're getting attention from somewhere.
Step 3. Curate an online presence of the webcam sites.
You could set up social media sites dedicated to your webcam work to engage customers and expand your followers. It also helps to set up a personal website, particularly if you want to sell items on the site, as the webcam site may not allow you to sell items. Keep in mind, though, that the more expand your web presence, the more likely people you know are to find you.
Step 4. Work with other webcam models to increase traffic.
While it can be difficult to make friends in the industry, working or even living with other webcam models can make it easier on you. For one thing, doing videos together will get you more views and higher traffic, as customers are always interested in something different. Plus, you can share lighting and other background equipment as needed. Try talking to other models in their shows. However, keep in mind that because the industry is so competitive, it may take a while to find other people who are receptive to the idea. You could also try finding people on social media and online forums. Sharing rent and other expenses will help keep your bills low.
Step 5. Run contests to drive traffic and tips.
Contests can be anything you want them to be. For instance, you can pledge to write a song for the highest bidder or run a contest to see if you should cut your hair or not. Have people vote for either side by tipping you so that you make money off the contest. Of course, it has to be something you're willing to do and something that intrigues your customer base.
Finally, raffle off items to earn extra money.
The items can be whatever you want. From something they see on camera all the time, a candle, to even things like a date or your underwear. You can also sell items on the side, such as photo sets or videos. Capitalize on what your customers seem to want. To raffle an item, show it on your live video. Ask people to bid, and at the end, ask the highest bidder to pay you on the site in tokens. Then get their address privately to send the item to them.
We hope it is useful to you. Please subscribe to our channel to upskill yourself.